So Viva Piñata is this entire experience that was created by Rare. And the way to think about it is this concept of Viva Piñata Island. It's going to be a TV show and it's also going to be a game. So when Rare conceived of this idea years ago, they started thinking about how can we create this incredible experience that would help players have a fictitious experience where piñatas actually come to life on this imaginary island. And so when they started working through the idea, they started experimenting about, wow, living piñatas, what would that mean from a gameplay experience? And with the idea of Viva Piñata Island, they realized it had a great opportunity of expanding into this amazing franchise. And so Rare thought it would be really important to find a great partnership. And they found that partnership with 4Kids Entertainment. So about a year and a half ago, Rare started working with 4Kids Entertainment to sort of start thinking through the other aspects of how to sort of bring the Viva Piñata Island to life. And so what that means is now we're in the process of actually co-developing a TV show, which is going to launch this fall, along with a game which is going to follow shortly thereafter. And on Viva Piñata Island, in one aspect the show takes place, but the show kind of hints towards what's going on in the game, and at the same time the game is also going to kind of give hints about what's going on in the show. The characters will kind of relate to each other, but it overall creates this incredible experience about living piñatas on this amazing island. You get to Viva Piñata Island. You've already seen a clip of the TV show, so you kind of have an idea of what's going on. But you realize when you get to your location, the garden's in ruin. So suddenly you realize, and you get introduced to your first helper. Her name is Dedos. She's going to be giving you some basic tools, and you realize the garden's been completely ruined and wrecked, and your task is to restore the garden to its once splendor. So the process of doing this is through simple tools that Dedos will give you. You'll be clearing the garden and figuring out ways to attract these wild piñatas into your garden with the intent of them also becoming residents. And once they become residents, well, that's where the fun really starts, because it starts unlocking all kinds of gameplay aspects and interesting things that'll happen, including fun animations and just crazy and interesting aspects of the game that'll actually take place as you get further in the more piñatas that you actually attract. And also what's interesting is the gameplay takes place over Xbox Live. So as I start building up my space and I start attracting cool piñatas into my garden, I may end up actually being able to send my piñatas over to your garden or to a friend's garden and suddenly enhancing their gameplay experience via Xbox Live. So it's very much a single player experience that actually gets enhanced via Xbox Live. So there's up to 62 different species of piñata, and it's going to be up to you to experiment to decide how things are going to work. So it's not only just a matter of attracting the wild piñatas into your garden and having them become residents, but you may think about, well, what if I mix this piñata with this one? What would happen? There's no telling. And it's going to be up to the player to customize their experience and personalize it and be really creative. And there's limitless possibilities in terms of what can be accomplished. But as you start attracting the rare piñatas into the garden and things seem to be going well, of course, there's going to be the sours that actually make their way in as well. So just as you think you're doing a great job and everything's going well, suddenly these pest sour piñatas will actually come in and spoil the whole party. So then you have to figure out, wow, what am I going to have to do to kind of now get these guys out of the garden, keep the good guys in? So it becomes a fun balancing act. If you're an advanced game player, you're going to have a great time because you can actually figure out how to kind of balance things together, get the right guys in, keep the bad guys out, make sure you have enough in-game money and economy going and doing well. If you've never played a game before, it's also going to be great because you can go about hiring these helpers to actually come in and enhance your experience within the garden itself. Look for Viva Piñata coming this holiday on the Xbox 360 exclusively.